maybe just give people a little bit of connective tissue related to your professional life, because people see the red carpet events, they see the TV shows, and they might assume that it's just like all highlights all day long. And I was just wondering if you could maybe add a little bit of color to what a day in the life actually looks like, because there's so much behind the scenes.
It's seasonal for me. One thing I learned is, especially now, it's not as, entertainment has changed significantly just in the last 5 years, especially after the pandemic, the last 2 years. And, streaming has kind of taken over. I had a much more structured life before. You do a sitcom and you kind of, you wake up at 4 a.m, get the workout in, go to the set, do your whole thing. I mean, my workout is 2 hours. So no matter what my call time is, I'm up at least 3 hours before my call time so that I can get all my, my workout in, my showering, all that stuff. And then I go right into a usual day, and that's a 12-hour kind of sitcom day. When I was doing Brooklyn Nine-Nine for 8 straight years, that was my go-to. And that's kind of how a day went. But now with streaming and the way everything is going, people have now started to do limited series. And I'm not on Brooklyn anymore, but I am doing, I did a stint on a TV series for AMC called Tales of the Walking Dead, which is going to be really cool. But it was all in Atlanta, and we shot 15 hours, and it was like shooting a movie in 10 days. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how everything goes. It's always like, hurry up, shoot it all, and then now you're down for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, finding out what your next thing is. But this is the thing. I never lose my own structure. You know what I mean? Wherever I'm at, I have the first thing I find is where I'm going to work out, and then also what I'm going to eat, and also my timing of my eating. I still do intermittent fasting. I'm in the beginning of 12 years now straight of intermittent fasting and doing my 8-hour window from 2 to 10. And then it changes by when I go to, whatever time zone I'm in. And now it's funny because a lot of times I find I can go one meal a day. I actually enjoy skipping that 2 o'clock. And then maybe by 3 or 4, having a charcuterie or something like that with some, real satiating cheese and some, meat, and that's it. And then I have a dinner, and then I'm done. That's kind of the way I've been doing it lately. But the industry changing so much, and so much is also on social media. It's now, they expect, every production expects to take all your followers with them. So you're like doing 2 jobs at the same time. And this is where I had to really, really kind of push back a little bit, because too much phone time is just not good for you.
Yeah.
Like, I never bring my phone when I'm working. I leave my phone in the trailer. I find that if you have, if I lose my focus, I could lose my career. And the lack of focus that comes from always checking an email, always checking a post and looking at what people are commenting on and this kind of stuff, man, it slowly but surely changes you. And I saw it happening in my performances, and I only did it for a small time because I immediately started to see a decline in my performances. It didn't look like I was there. I didn't feel present. I was somewhere else while I was saying the lines. And I said, man, this is going to hurt me. So I learned to just kind of leave all and create a seasonal kind of thing with my social media. Just kind of like, and what was crazy and what I figured out, I didn't lose any followers. I didn't. In fact, I would gain some. People are like, where you been? I'm going, oh my God, because you get this feeling of you got to feed the beast. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't keep the pipeline running, all of a sudden you're just going to run dry. But I found it wasn't true. I found that when I'm doing America's Got Talent and it's time to promote and time to get your social media back up and running, it's like people never left.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that was a really good thing to find out. You know what I'm saying?
Good to test early and learn that you can do it.
Yeah. And again, I try to go to bed as early as I can. Like if I can get to bed literally at 8:30, I'm gone because I just enjoy my mornings. Like with my workout, it's my peace, man. I put my headphones on. I'll listen to your podcast. I'll listen to I read a lot of good books via audiobook while I'm working out that just give me the insights and the thing that I need. And I probably read a book a week at least. And sometimes two, if it gets really rolling, if the books are short. But I find that the reading just really keeps me level-headed in a world of quick blurbs and people who want to excite everyone else and get everybody riled up. One thing I like to say is the media likes to get everyone angry and keep them there because it's very profitable, you know, but reading calms all that down. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like it's a very realistic way of looking at life. You know what I mean? It's like as opposed to blowing through the day, it's like you're enjoying a sunset when you read a book. You know what I'm saying? That's the analogy that I have for that. And it gives me great perspective. Sometimes I read books on people that I wouldn't normally, you know, listen to or understand or try to understand. And then you get a new empathy for different people. You may not even agree, but I can definitely empathize with points of view and where people are coming from. And it gives nuance where the death of nuance has been kind of what's happening lately. You know what I mean? So